ものだ。俺がろくでもないやつだなんて今更でしょ。なんせ役立たずの平民ですからね。アレク・ユグレット、やっぱり俺はお前が嫌いだ。俺もですよ。やっと気が合いましたね。
My friends, we just got done watching episode number 5 of The Banished Court Magician, and I did not like this episode. Now, to be clear, I did not like this episode not because it was bad, or I didn't like it because it was boring or something like that. Like it wasn't like a normal reason. I didn't like it because of the intentionality behind the writing, and the intentionality was to attempt to redeem the prince, the POS piece of crap prince that was presented to us that we should all hate for a variety of reasons. This episode attempted to redeem that prince while basically putting a kumbaya bow on Alec and the prince's relationship. And I wasn't about it. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. I still think the prince is a piece of shit. I didn't really like it. I don't like the way that Alec allowed him to be forgiven. I don't like their banter at the end. I don't like the little smug smile by the prince. And to be clear, all this is intentional, right? It's the author wrote it in their light novel this way because they wanted to get that across to me and you that the prince is redeemable. He's not a total piece of shit. He is a piece of shit, but inside there's something to be redeemed. There's something that can turn around. There's something that can turn a new leaf. There's something that could lead this empire. And he could do it all with Alec's partnership. And this also proves that Alec didn't completely waste his last 4 years. And basically the show's over at this point, right? His whole goal was to go and change the mindset of the king and the kingdom and the way that the court magicians are ran and nobles versus commoners. And he did it. Mission complete. He started an uprise of what that's going to look like. So I guess we're done. We don't need to watch the show anymore, right? Because now it's basically changed from his goal into just pure fantasy and him just being an adventurer. And when you think about it from that context, it just turned into every other fantasy show. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but like every other fantasy show where there's adventures and adventure parties and ranks and whatever, they're all pretty samey. And it changed from something, and to be clear, I didn't like the fact that he went to be a court magician and he tried to change things that couldn't be changed, and he went against his teachers. Like his teacher had one rule and he said, I'm going to do it. He basically said, his teacher said, don't push that. I'll teach you everything you want in life. I'll give you everything. You're going to be spoon fed everything. Everything is like, you're going to have, you won the Powerball, the lottery of life. Just don't push that button. And he said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to push that goddamn button. That's what I don't like about the show. Again, that's purposeful, intentional writing. But now the one thing I didn't like about the show is over. So it's like the show lost its purpose because the prince saw his ways. The prince recognized that he's really powerful. The prince recognized his own stupidity. The prince recognized all this stuff, right? Alec, his vengefulness, right? His whole thing to be an adventurer and to be S-class is so that the king and specifically the prince can come across a situation to where they need them. Well, that's going to happen anyways, but now they're buddies, right? Now they're going to fist bump, be like, hey, what's up, man? It's dumb. So for those reasons, I didn't like the episode. It also introduced 𝐒𝐻𝐺𝐵𝐿, which is, I guess, like not his mentor, but like a peer, like a teaching peer of the court magicians and stuff. And that dude is going to be in charge of the prince now, and I guess that's the whole thing. And then it introduced us to Marble, which is a girl who kissed Alec on the cheek, and she's part of the other party. And it introduced us to Roll, something like that, which is the blonde hair dude, which leads 𝐒𝐻𝐺𝐵𝐿's party, which that Mabel girl is a part of too. That is whatever. But yeah, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I think it was, I don't think it was very good. I don't think the writing's very good. So I think this was like a 5.5 episode for me. And I'll acknowledge you can feel completely different. Maybe you like the redeem. Maybe you like the redeem team. Maybe you like that the prince is redeemable. Maybe you like that they made up. Maybe you like that they're gonna go get beers after work now. Maybe you like all that. Let me know in the comments. I just didn't. So yeah, that's how I feel. I'll leave you guys in those thoughts there. That's all I got for you today. I'll see you guys next week for episode number 6 of the Banished Court Magician. But he's not really banished anymore because he's got his job back. He's got his robe back. He's got a letter from the king. So within 5 episodes, he got banished, and now he's not banished anymore. So the Banished Court Magician, he's just the court magician. He's just the magician guy. He's just the guy in Party in Another World. Look at that. All right, peace out.